معالي وزير التربية والتعليم في المملكة الأردنية الهاشمية الأستاذ الدكتور محمد المحترم، أصحاب السعادة، الحضور الكرام، يسرني أن أشارككم المنتدى التربوي العربي الذي تعقده وزارة التربية والتعليم في المملكة الأردنية الهاشمية برعاية معالي الوزير، مثمنا لهم دعوتهم لنا للمشاركة في هذا الحدث الهام. الحضور الكرام، يمثل إقليم كردستان العراق إقليما شبه مستقل.
Scientific institutions is very important in the scientific aspect. The educational process is facing a lot of challenges and problems because of the revolution of the communications and the revolution of the technology, and what is becoming as outcomes of changing all the knowledge. It's all forming factors of pressure in order to be coping with the reform and to face these changes. The electronic education is the most recent and modern methods of education regarding the systems, the softwares, and the hardwares regarding the education, starting from using the electronic data shows in the typical classrooms and using different methods of the multimedias in the classroom education system, and until building the electronic universities and the virtual classes that provide the interaction between the teachers and the students in different places regarding the techniques of the internet. The application of the modern techniques in the education is the essential part of any development interaction process for the different factors or the components of the education, which is the student, the teacher, the curricula, the tools, and the functional development and professional development. And because of the dire need of the educational process in Kurdistan in order to enter these new modern techniques in the university educational system, and it was very important to be serious in applying different educational programs using the electronic systems in the classrooms that are depended that is very important for the Ibn Sina virtual project with the cooperation with different international institutions specialized in this kind of education. In my part, from this platform, I would like to thank UNESCO Iraq for the great efforts that they had made in order to clarify how to work on the electronic classes or lectures according to the international standards, and we would like to thank them to provide us the infrastructure for such kind of education, which is considered one of the most recent and modern methods to convey the educational message to the children, that it will lead us consequently to develop the curriculum. With that, the project of the University of Ibn Sina is becoming another project in Erbil Governorate, in another university, within the greatest effort that are being made in developing and reforming the educational process of the universities of Kurdistan that has started 2 years ago. The first results became clear after providing a new electronic system for being accepted or enrolled in the educational institutions and universities via the internet network, which is called True Line investment in the network in the universities. That is saving a lot of the time of the employees and the students if we compare it to the traditional ways to be accepted in the universities. Developing the curricula is considered to be an introduction to achieve the quality of the education, and which is the concern of the Ministry of Education and Higher Education in Kurdistan by merging the IT and all its technology within the content of the curricula, which guarantees the raising the level of the educational process. And it's very important to mention that the teacher is the main pillar in the renaissance of any country, and they are the part for building any prosperous community for the contribution they made as teachers in building the communities. And undoubtedly, being here today in this forum or in this summit is considered to be an additional step for enhancing the mutual work for achieving a modern educational system to cope with the technological development, reaching a community with knowledge in our countries. At last, I would like to say that we are grateful and we would like to thank the organizers of this summit, and also we would like to thank the country of Jordan, represented by the Minister of Higher Education and the Minister of Education in Jordan. Hopefully that they will be able to work on the development of the educational system in order to create a new generation aware of the development in the future. And thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mohammed.
شكرا لك دكتور محمد على كلمات الأمل من أجل مستقبلا تعليميا أفضل. الآن سوف يكون عندنا الدكتور بشير وهو نائب الوزير للتعليم والبحث العلمي في ليبيا. In the name of God, and peace be upon Prophet Muhammad. Your Excellency, the Minister of Education in Jordan, Your Excellencies, the Ministers of Education in the Arab countries, the head of the ArabBrains organizations, gentlemen, the representatives of the international companies, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. First of all, we would like to thank the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, represented by its government and their people, for hosting this summit. And we also would like to extend our gratitude to the ArabBrains organization for organizing this summit and for their great performance. At the time that we are expressing our happiness for participating in this summit, we also we are hoping in Libya to raise the level of the higher education and to share the knowledge that we have with other people, because gaining knowledge is the right way. Gentlemen, education in Libya has passed through many periods, starting from the 50s, when the first Libyan university was established with a fixed number or limited number of faculties only in the two cities of Tarablus and Benghazi. But right now we have 13 government universities and 7 private ones, which include more than 316,000 students, males and females. Also, the ministry has in its structure what is called the National Committee for the Technical Education, with the number of 16 technical faculties and 91 technical institutes, including 97,000 students. We are seeking through our strategic plans that were set by the Ministry of Education and Higher Education to raise the educational process through applying the quality standards to have qualified universities and to give the students the opportunity to gain knowledge and science in order to develop our country according to the international standards. Within the most important plans which the ministry is trying to achieve is the infrastructure project through the ICT, which aims at building a center for information technology in each university to apply all the technologies which are needed, like databases and emails and etc. Building local networks to network the departments and the labs. Also building an information network that is extended in order to connect all the universities together. Establishing free labs for the students 24/7. Also establishing or structuring classrooms, virtual classrooms connected with the most sophisticated international universities. Also, developing the contents for the students and that they can be available through the portals which we are trying to develop. Also, to provide the Libyan universities with many applications which can be very helpful for the students, which also enables the students to take a look at the information that are important for them, and also to develop the process of enrollment and etc. We also seek to establish the electronic library, which will be also enabling the students to be able to access many references through the internet. Also, providing the universities with the systems of multi-means that is available for use by all people with interests. Also, we seek to establish the digital national warehouse for the thesis and the higher education researches. In this from this platform, I would like to say that all we want is the cooperation as to benefit from the experiences of the different countries in the world and the scientific institutions, and to achieve all the projects in the coming period. Thank you for listening, and I hope you all success.